What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Best Boys Film Club. I'm Cody. I'm here with Michael. We got Calvin and Oliver with us today as well, as per usual. This is our first time recording in a little while. I know I have to get the jitters out again, but this week we're talking about End of Oak Street, teenage sex and death at Camp Miasma. And I'm gonna do a blurb about Tony because I'm the only one that saw that. So yeah, I think we should we just get right into it and talk about End of Oak Street?
Yes, we should.
All right, let's do it.
Did you like it?
Hell yeah.
I loved it.
Dude. This movie's awesome. It's David Robert Mitchell. It's his first thing since Under Silver Lake, which got him blackballed for a little bit. He did It Follows. Hopefully this is like his ticket back in.
Yeah.
Because he was cooking.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Produced by J.J. Abrams, which makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. This whole movie gives me very much Super 8 vibes. Yeah, not super bad vibes.
The whole time I was like, oh man, this is really like, it's very clearly not. Sorry.
Can we fly in a paper towel?
We spilled the beer. And we'll get Yoda out of the way, baby Yoda.
But yeah, End of Oak Street.
Yeah. As I was saying, it's very clearly not Spielberg, but it was a very close feeling to Spielberg. I thought like it was like family movie with like some dark undertones or overtones, I guess. But it was very self-aware, very campy. It knew what it was, and it didn't take itself seriously at all.
But it knew when to take itself seriously to an extent.
Yeah, and
it's not like a dumb, goofy movie.
No. And there's
like, a lot of dumb, goofy elements that are purposely so.
There's enough heart in it for you to care, and there's stakes too.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of times in these kinds of movies, you're like, all right, everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. And then shit goes down.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, anything could happen to anybody at any moment.
Yeah.
And boy, howdy, does it. That shit's awesome. This movie was great.
Yeah, I really love this movie. It, like you said, it's very clearly just like Super 8 made by people who grew up loving those 70s, 80s, and 90s blockbusters, much like what Spielberg was known for.
Yeah.
And then recreated their own version. But yeah, it knows exactly when to take itself seriously. And there's like, it's not like, I like Bullet Train and I like, what's that other one? The Ryan Gosling one by the same director.
The Fall Guy.
Yeah. Like, I think I like Fall Guy, but it's not a serious movie whatsoever. But yeah, this has a fun, it's dinosaurs.
Yeah.
But honestly, yeah, besides Gerard, there's not really
a good. It's the best one since. I think, in my opinion.
Yeah. And like only Land Before Time is like the only other good dinosaur movie.
Yeah, but even that came out in like the 70s.
Yeah. So definitely the best dinosaur movie we've seen in a long time, which sucks because dinosaurs are awesome.
And it's like biblically accurate dinosaurs.
Yeah, we got feathers. Yeah, they did look. Everything looks great.
Look so like I want to just they're like Snorlax.
Yeah,
just like I just want a
big fuzzy
hug, big fuzzball.
Yeah, and you probably could because they're vegetarian.
Yeah, and
they worst that could happen is
they'd squish you.
Yeah. But no, all these dinosaurs, everything looks great. The whole movie feels great. I don't know if it's true film or if they just added digital film grain. I'm probably guessing they just added digital grain, but it looks good.
Them shooting it on film. It's like a 70s movie, like it takes place in the 70s. But also, digital
film grain is way cheaper.
Yeah,
and also looks a lot better now. I mean, like even Knives Out particularly looks really beautiful, and that's all digital.
Yeah. And they
great vibes overall, great atmosphere.
Yeah. A lot of heart, great like family story too. And Alvaro was saying this on the way over here. They make all the right decisions. Like they know when they keep raising the stakes too towards the end. Before like the resolution. And they mix in like enough heart and funny moments and serious peril. Throughout the entire time, especially in that second act. And it's a lot of fun. And they don't there's a dog.
Yeah.
And they only have it be CGI when it's doing crazy shit.
Yeah. No, like, they do. They really blend all the effects very well. Yeah. This whole movie is so much fun. If you have like kids around probably like the age of 10 and up, this is definitely like a modern family classic, in my opinion. It will be in my heavy rotation.
Yeah. If you got kids that are the age of the kids in the movie.
And it's Ewan McGregor and Anne Hathaway. Yeah. Pretty universally beloved.
They have pretty good chemistry too. Like,
yeah, they do.
You believe their issues.
Yeah, you believe the family dynamic for sure.
Yeah.
And the side characters. There's not that many. We're really focused on just the main family.
Lane's mom from Gilmore Girls is in this movie. She's the librarian.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's funny. But and yeah, like
the boys.
I was thinking the neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so perfectly annoying in this movie. Yeah. I think just from beginning to end, this is it's a really simple movie, which is awesome because everything's about the execution. Shout out to John Carpenter, king of making the most simple films, but just does them so well that they're legendary.
Yeah. It's the perfect,
this is no John Carpenter, but it's like, it's simple and executed really well. There's no need to be overcomplicated if you can't execute that.
Yeah, I can see this. I think its opening weekend did good, but I didn't really pay attention to it outside of that. So if this winds up being like an underseen gem, I could see this becoming like a cult classic.
I feel like this will be. I don't know. I never really look at like box office to that extent.
Yeah.
But it did come out around when Spider-Man came out and the Odyssey came out.
2 weeks after, the weekend after Spider-Man.
Pretty sure it was the weekend after, which is a huge bummer.
Yeah, it's kind of brutal.
So I definitely think that this will be streaming. I think once this releases on whatever streaming service it will be.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll get wind there.
Life,
yeah. And then people will be like, oh, this is awesome. Yeah. But yeah, it was awesome to see on the big screen for sure. Oh, yeah. I'm excited for this like Blu-ray.
With a crowd. It's a lot of fun because there's just like a hilarity in how kind of surreal it can get and how campy it is because there's a scene where Ewan McGregor 1v1's a dinosaur, like a T-Rex
with the sledgehammer,
and
does fairly well at first.
And yeah, he swings on this T-Rex and you're like, did that really just happen?
And it did for a moment.
And you're like laughing because you're like, no way. And then the dinosaur foot drops. But it's great. If you have to be on this movie's wavelength, you have to not take it very seriously.
But I don't think it's a movie where you have to turn off your brain by any means.
No, I feel like
it's a good blockbuster.
Yeah, like it's a good time and it lets you know, like almost from the jump, like after it's done establishing characters and why we should care about them. It's good at being like, this is going to be a great time. You should just have a great time. And I did. I saw it with my girlfriend and she had no idea what this movie was about. She had no idea that there were dinosaurs in it. And the second they showed up, she just kind of went, oh.
What?
And I was sitting there like a kid. I was like, yes. I was having a great time. And she was just like, what the hell?
This That's hilarious. But to me, this is exactly just like Super 8 in terms of feel and like just kind of a modern recreation of like those 80s and 90s blockbusters we all grew up on. Kind of same amount of when it takes itself seriously and when it doesn't. Just fun for the family.
Yeah, and thank God it's not a part of the Cloverfield universe, like some people were thinking.
Were some people thinking that?
Yeah, because they were like, "Oh, J.J. Abrams is involved."
Oh yeah, he's a good producer. He usually does.
He's a good producer. Not enough lens flare in this one though.
But yeah, I really loved End of Oak Street. My really only flaw, and it's not even like a true flaw, is the I guess we can say love interest. I mean, that's not really her purpose, but she just doesn't really.
No, she doesn't give a whole like the.
There's really not much of a personality. Well, like her character just doesn't have much of a personality.
Yeah, she's just kind of the girl next door.
Well, she's more of a vehicle to establish other themes revolving around the two siblings.
Yeah.
So like that's not really. It had nothing to do with the actress at all. It was just the character was just more of a vehicle than a character.
Yeah, and there's two of her at the end, which is very crazy.
Yeah.
When I realized that, I was like, wait. I was like, oh shit, okay. There's you could argue that there's plot holes regarding
but the plot holes,
big things, but that doesn't really matter.
Plot holes are for losers.
Yeah,
that's not what a movie's for
the most part.
Plus, they don't need to explain what's going on.
There's dinosaurs.
There's enough of a general explanation.
Well, I just don't think people
works.
know what plot holes are.
Well, yeah. I mean, but that's a greater thing when you're thinking about this movie in general. Because I've seen some people who are like, who scoff at it. I'm like, most of your favorite, like this type of movie, 80s blockbuster has shit that's unexplained. And that's what makes it more interesting because you can talk about it with other people.
People will pick up on it. I mean, if Raiders of the Lost Ark came out today, a good amount of people would figure out a way to not like it.
Oh, yeah.
So who cares? Don't live your life like that. Don't live your life caring what like other people think.
I wish we got like
about dinosaur movies.
10 of these a year. Not dinosaur, but like
good mid-budget,
90 minute.
Yeah.
Like
it's super tight.
Super lean. Like fun blockbusters who they don't take themselves seriously, but they're formally really well made. I think that's what's incredible about this movie is just the amount of really cool shots and things that are done like technique wise, which are so above and beyond what you'd expect for a movie like this. And it totally shows. It keeps the pace up. It keeps everything relentless.
Yeah, the cinematography is great.
Yeah, it's great.
Split diopter stuff.
Yeah, a ton of
really
those.
Crazy.
A ton of those.
Yeah.
There's just one whole scene
and great effects
for like 5 minutes where it's just straight split diopters.
Yeah.
It's a little like you got to get used to it because you're like, whoa. You have to adjust to it.
But it's totally right for the situation because
100%.
the characters in the situation are like totally wigged out and they all have different opinions on what's going on and what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And so it's fun to see the faces in different focus, like so cool.
I don't even think I needed to adjust to it. I think it was just, I don't know. I felt like it was very natural, organic.
Yeah.
I mean, I noticed it.
Yeah. It really makes the most sense for the scene.
It was awesome. Creates style.
Yeah.
And a little style.
There is a lot of style in
yeah.
And I respect that.
I'm glad that a lot of more movies just need to bring back a little touch of style.
Yeah.
And it'll make things stand out more.
Well, I mean, that's what was so awesome about It Follows and why it has been such a bummer that this director has been.
What does It Follow?
It Follows is his first. Okay, whatever.
Who's on first?
Okay. That movie's awesome and technically awesome.
Yes.
Because that movie has a ton of oneers and it plays with what you know as an audience member and what the character doesn't know. So because you can see the person coming behind, but they have no idea and it'll linger. Yeah. It'll linger on the person in the background, just slowly walking forward.
The Titan boa.
And this,
pool,
and this movie does that a couple
up
times.
on them too.
Yeah. It's totally awesome, and I'm glad that
And
they let him do something.
They do so much with like depth
yeah,
because
depth of
there's
field is a huge
depth of
thing in this
field,
film.
Like rules a third, but in like terms of like
yeah,
depth.
there's a
really-
beginning, middle, and a foreground and background.
Yeah, and you like that's
This movie's just awesome. It cooks.
It's awesome. It's a really great like
Yeah, we do need more of these.
maybe
Like
a film 101 class to be
Yeah.
to, like,
good
use
mid-budget
that.
movie, entertaining. Pretty much everyone will find a reason to like it.
Mhm.
Really awesome movie. Picking up on Oliver's point of how audiences and characters and how they interact with each other. Should we segue
and
into the
style
next
earlier.
movie that talks about exactly just that?
Yes.
So what do you think of Tony? No.
Later.
What is it?
Teenage sex and death at Camp Miasma.
I just call it Camp Miasma.
Yeah, that's what most people should call it.
Yeah. All right. This one's probably, I'm not going to say, it's definitely more of a niche for like,
Yeah,
this is not going to be a crowd pleaser by far.
No.
But for the
absolutely not.
people who will like this movie, they'll really,
Mhm.
really like this movie.
Yeah, I was really excited for
And I
this.
feel Cody, knowing Cody's love of surrealism, his love of Lynch, I'm predicting that you really loved this movie.
So I did like it. I think the movie of these three that I'm hottest on is End of Oak Street.
well, that's about dinosaurs. I mean, Ewan McGregor does hit a T-Rex with the sledgehammer, and like that. I'm just saying, like, I agree, but that's not like
Yeah.
that's a hard comparison.
No, I know. These three movies that we're talking about today are very different. I don't think
Yeah.
they could be any more different. But
They both look really pretty. The two that I've
Oh,
seen,
yeah.
the
The,
visuals are great.
there's painted backgrounds that they're running.
Yeah, like
It's
good matte painting, but like visual matte paintings a lot of time. I mean, like
so
visual effects.
the
matte paintings.
style's really here. And Jane Schoenbrun's style.
Yeah. Talk
is-
about no one to be campy and no one to
Yeah.
like no one to be serious and no one to not.
Do you like dipping sauces?
I know. Lots
So
of
good.
insane product placement that works well.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Why don't you talk about what the movie's about?
yeah, okay. So
What is it
Jeez,
about?
What is it about?
That's kind of the big question.
It's a meta commentary on horror as a genre. It's like a love letter to the genre, but it's also critiquing the genre, specifically slashers, and even more specifically, it talks a lot about sleepaway camp without talking about sleepaway camp.
they talk about sleepaway camp directly at some points, but I know what you're saying.
Like
The-
the themes.
The
of
biggest themes
the
in this
original
film are for
Camp
sure
Miasma.
revolving around sexuality.
Mhm.
More specific, I mean, both broad and specific, but a lot of mentioning of being transgender
Mhm.
or just queerness
Yeah.
as a whole. But yes, they bring up like
It's
the
about
conversation's been around for a while about Psycho, Silence of the Lambs, Sleepaway Camp,
Mhm.
how a lot of the killers, they're not really trans. That's not what the movie's about, but there's
No,
some
yeah.
like of those elements which
the betrayals of that. Yeah.
yes. I mean, like obviously Norman Bates is not crazy because he's trans. Norman Bates is crazy because he thinks his mom is
Yeah.
talking to him and he's like becoming his mom.
Mhm.
Buffalo Bill is not crazy for being trans. Buffalo Bill is crazy for kidnapping women and skinning them. What was the other one? Sleepaway
Sleepaway
Camp. That
Camp.
one's hard to defend. That one's hard to defend.
That's
But
just pure shock value.
yeah,
At a time where this was
Sexploitation.
not in the
it was a huge thing in that
conversation.
era. Yeah, so Psycho and Silence of the Lambs, in my opinion, that's not the central point of those villains. But Sleepaway Camp, yeah, that's
Yeah.
you have to
And
move past that if you want to enjoy that film.
Camp Miasma is also very much about like it's so hard to talk about the themes of this movie, and we're not monetized. It's about like sexual health and gratification. Anytime somebody gets murdered, the blood geyser, you could draw a line to something else. But like even like in the plot, Hannah Einbinder's character is like has never enjoyed. God, it's so
You can just say climax.
yeah, it's yeah.
We're all adults here,
And
as I say with my baby Yoda plush. But yeah, I mean, if you like watch any, I mean, those kind of like Dateline documentaries are huge for the past like 10 years. Criminal Minds, Law and Order. If you watch any of those movies, real, fake, they always talk about that for a serial killer, the act of stabbing is the same sort of pleasure of that kind of penetration.
Yeah.
So yes, sex and death are very correlated in many ways. There is a release, and there's a buildup. There's fluids. There's penetration. And this movie does a great job of just talking about that. In my opinion, this is going to sound kind of silly or strange. It gets me thinking about Donnie Darko in a way where I feel like it's asking more questions than it's giving answers. You know,
100%.
You're not supposed to really know what's going on. I don't think the director at times knows what's going on. I think the director, but that's not a shot. Like, I'm not saying the director is pretending to know what's going on.
It's just
saying they're
like,
asking more questions and just exposing you to themes for you to think about. And that's the point of the movie, not the conclusions that you can make.
A lot of their filmography is asking questions about themselves, and
I haven't seen TV Glow.
That movie's awesome.
I would like to see it.
This movie, very different than that movie. Do not go in thinking that they'll be alike. Do not go in thinking like expecting this.
Maybe in theme, I believe that movie is about being trans specifically.
Yeah.
So very obviously,
and like masculine,
a queer filmmaker, right? So yeah, if you'll have like those sort of themes involved.
They're both about the media that we consume and love and go back to for comfort.
That's
and they are also about sexuality, gender. But TV Glow, it's crazy to say you've just seen Miasma. TV Glow is way more surreal and melancholy. Miasma is
I got that vibe.
Funny. Miasma is a dark comedy, pretty much. It is in the horror
like a David
genre.
Lynch directed Scream. It's like that version.
It's
being itself while talking about itself.
In the movie itself, they talk about Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Yes, which is like very groundbreaking for that weird meta.
I haven't seen, but I was talking to somebody and they were like, "Yeah, it's a very
the actors are real
1-to-1."
Yeah,
and there. I was really enjoying it, like the entire movie. And then the Zoom call happens.
Hilarious in my opinion.
With the execs, like the studio execs, because Hannah Einbinder's character, she's reviving the franchise of.
She's rebooting an old 70s or 80s slasher film, much reminiscent of the Crystal, like Friday the 13th or Sleepaway Camp. Yeah. So she's meeting back with the original final girl. Actress.
She winds up talking to like studio execs and that's where I think really all the meta stuff comes to the forefront. And then it did kind of lose me after that point, because I was like, okay, did this just happen? Is this a metaphor for something else? What is going on? Are these side characters? Did they show up and did they just show up really weird like that? And did they just die for real? What is going on? What is going on? Cause I was like, I thought that this movie was just going to be like, okay, Hannah Einbinder's character, she's figuring out that she's a lesbian. She's never been able to get close with anybody. And I was like, okay, maybe everybody she's been with are all dudes, and she's figuring out that she's a lesbian, and Gillian Anderson is like making her realize that. It's not. She's very like clear in her identity, which I think is cool. It just really flipped everything I was expecting on its head, which is fine.
I think I actually did a good job of knowing what to expect somehow from the trailers. I was thinking like this will be, I knew it was going to be queer coded just based on the director.
Mhm.
And I knew it was going to be very Sunset Boulevard to an extent, but for slashers. And they mentioned Sunset Boulevard a lot because Sunset Boulevard is one of the original meta. I mean, Mr. DeMille plays
playing
himself.
himself,
Cecil B. DeMille.
And Buster Keaton,
Yeah, Buster Keaton and the butler.
Eric von
Is,
Stroheim.
he plays a fictional version of himself. You guys would know that because you watched the last episode where that was mentioned in trivia.
Yeah. And I have seen Sunset Boulevard.
I know you've now seen it. I saw that. You liked it? We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I actually normally meta isn't my favorite, but I had expectations going in, which helped me. But what is my favorite, as you guys know, is that era of like terrible hokey slashers. So I was already going in this movie thumbs up just for the vibes and atmosphere. And
there's a lot of vibes in it, like the pink in the
everything was so pretty.
The painting,
the atmosphere is great. The acting is purposefully hilarious.
Yeah, the acting I felt was very Lynchian.
Yeah,
and it's kind of like stilted, weird dialogue in a way that people talk in David Lynch movies.
Yeah. I really love my favorite part of the film beyond just the overall atmosphere. It probably is through a lens of like, it is through like a sexual perspective, but I took it away from that. I just thought of it in general, where there's a scene where she's talking about like while she was losing her virginity, it was like she was watching herself because she was the killer. And I really liked that perspective of you're in this moment that is supposed to be very important and impactful for you, but you can't focus on whether it's pleasure or whatever feeling you're supposed to be feeling. You're only concerned with watching yourself be in that moment. And I know that is obviously about sexuality, but I think you can just take that in broader terms and talk about life, like kind of like being in the good old days, but not recognizing it's the good old days.
Yeah.
Like you're so focused, you're so hypercritical of everything around you. You're not living in the moment. And I think that was just a really good way of expressing such a simple kind of cliche, but for a reason, idea.
And there's like a level of dissociation in it too, where it's like you're experiencing what's supposed to be this big thing and you're not enjoying it the way that you feel like you should be. The way that everybody talks about it. You feel
life really gives you like your first day of school, prom, your first kiss, your first whatever. You get married. There's lots of
milestones.
There's milestones that life has kind of predetermined for you, or society has. And is in this sense, it's how you interact with that. And is that truly what you want? What's your relation to that? It just asks a lot more questions. It asks a lot of questions later on because it gets really weird.
Yeah.
But I love this movie.
Yeah.
Atmosphere helped me a lot, though.
I do really like, I do like it. For me, it's impossible to put on a rating scale as of right now.
This movie is supposed to be more like watching a painting.
Yeah.
Like there's not a one-to-one
painting.
Right.
Yeah. I think being caught up in the process, I think, is important.
Just how does it make you feel? I mean, a lot of people focus on ratings and rankings. It's really just sometimes not like plot is oftentimes the least important part in films. It's just think of it like looking at a Van Gogh painting. You don't know what the hell's going on in Starry Night, but you know how it makes you feel. You know you like those blues and those yellows, and that's all you need to know. And then you think about it more and intellectualize it. I was going to talk about it kind of also broadens on like John Carpenter versus Cronenberg in terms of John Carpenter is very emotions first in film or storytelling in general, and the intelligence comes later. And we know like John Carpenter made The Thing, which is one of the smartest horror movies, but the emotions came first. And his critiques on Cronenberg was that he approached it too intellectually and the emotions were like the undercurrent. So it just talks about that a little bit. Or are you going to say, Olives? I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, I was going to say that these movies that we're covering are very different, but in a lot of ways they're very similar, in which it's kind of like the form of it and how it makes you feel is the more important part of it, right?
And like, could you survive?
Yeah, exactly.
I could definitely survive both.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think I could personally.
I'm getting chewed up by a pterodactyl, man.
Not a pterodactyl, dude.
Though if they put me in that flesh room, I'd probably survive.
I want more of that.
Well, you get some of it.
I get some of it, but I want more of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the Cronenberg right there, right? That's Videodrome.
I was thinking of Oak Street. I was like, I don't remember the flesh room in Oak Street.
But the
Videodrome with a vagina or vulva.
For sure. I mean, that's what? Teenage Sex and Death. He called it a vagina the first time when we were talking about it, and I was like, I didn't even register it like
Isn't
that.
it a vulva? That's what I thought it was.
I just thought it was
just a flesh pocket.
Just like, a mouth in the wall that they were putting.
And what else could you call it?
VHS in.
Are we still talking about Camp Miasma?
Yeah, the Cronenberg, when they put the tape in. It's a reference to Videodrome. Have you seen Videodrome?
Yeah, I've seen video,
Yeah, it's so Little Death is putting the tape in the wall.
I thought
that was a vagina.
Yeah, I thought it was a vulva.
Oh, that was full on,
Yeah.
Okay,
the movie sounds very strange. I want everybody to know.
Well, it is strange.
It is strange, but I also thought,
if you like surrealism.
I also think it's kind of accessible. If you're a horror fan, you might freaking love it. Like
it talks about a lot very similar to Scream.
You will feel seen no matter what person you are if you just love horror in that era of horror, because it talks about all the things that appeal about it and all the things that which as you're watching them you recognize it immediately,
like Sleepaway Camp,
problematic.
The director is such a horror fan, and you can feel that. And just the being able to like look the problematic stuff in the eye and be like, yeah, but isn't this shit awesome?
And multiple times a character, I mean, because we're talking about this movie, it's super meta. We've mentioned it. Multiple times a character will be like, that's problematic, and another character will be like, shut up. like that doesn't matter right now. We're watching this. Yeah.
Like it's from the 80s. We know
we can register that, whatever this is was not good. Or was not,
you'll have to have gray area.
Yeah.
It's not either like, is this like perfectly correct or is this terrible? Like you can acknowledge that.
And it's the generational gap between the characters also, as they come with different baggage, but they both wind up at the same place. They both love it. And so, really fucking awesome movie.
Yeah.
Shout out Jane Schoenbrunn. Like I have a ticket to whatever you're making next.
Whenever their name is attached, I will be. I will be sad.
But definitely more. I think it is accessible, like Olive said, but I think
it's definitely not for everyone.
It's not for everyone, but if you even remotely like it, you'll probably love it.
Yeah,
like a Kevin Smith movie.
It is also pretty millennial coded, so if you're riding that wave,
if you're millennial,
either hate it or love it for that reason.
If you go to burger shops that do things a little bit differently, you may really love this movie.
Two bearded guys with a dream
between two buns
make hamburgers.
Also, it's got a crazy soundtrack.
The soundtrack
That's all
is
I'll say.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah,
it's
Alex
really
G
good.
is
the score and the soundtrack are crazy.
Yeah. Counting Crows, right?
Yeah. Counting Crows during a crazy scene for a Counting Crows.
A oneer, kind of.
Yeah, it is a oneer. It is a oneer.
Is that the chase at the end?
No, that's the one right in the middle.
Starring Little Death.
Oh, it's the POV one.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
The design of Little Death is also really cool. Like the slasher costume, just like a big rusty spear. It's very.
Oh, you can see. I mean,
like Dark Souls.
They have action figures, but like you can see, like that's an icon for sure. That's a Michael Myers, Jason, Chucky.
Mm-hmm. That party massacre is awesome.
Yeah, didn't they reference that the mask is like a ceiling vent. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
it's
HVAC
a-
system of
yeah.
some sort.
That is so.
For some reason, I think I
Because they're venting, dude.
I think
Oh.
that, but I think I like when Gillian Anderson's character is like losing her virginity in the movie, and she's not focusing on herself. I feel like people just pick a point to focus on to get them through
Mhm.
a situation, and I feel like that is something that Jane Schoenbrun's focused on, or somebody's focused on.
Sure.
And that's like they were obsessed with the
HVAC
layers of
with-
squares, like Gillian Anderson's character is.
Like VMAX, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that. Yeah, VMAX from
Spider-Man.
Brand New Day. The only thing I wish I like really truly wish happened, I think it would have been a really cool visual, is like Little Death's HVAC head, but there's like blood shooting out all sides of all of the
oozing
vents.
out of it.
Yeah, not just like oozing, like
I know,
like
like
full on, like cascading,
like
like
a
the
hose
elevator in
Shining.
The Shining, like just full on, like gushing. I think that would have been
Yeah.
a really cool visual.
But they did a lot of other cool visuals, and we can't really complain about lack
Right.
of coolness.
So keep an eye out for whenever I make another movie and I do that myself.
Yeah.
Like it's edited 20 years after it's done.
Cody, did you like Tony?
Yeah.
Cool. I was never really interested. I'm not trying to like
Anthony
sound.
Bourdain didn't grip you.
No, and I think I'm kind of tired of a lot of people pretending that he gripped them, because I know they just watched like a 6-minute highlight reel of his like funny moments.
Yeah, I really don't know much about the guy.
Other than
He
yeah.
was kind of a dick in his early 20s.
He just seems to me like not him as a person, but like
The idea of
like
him,
how people
or, like, the
pretend that they
mythology
care about who Bob
surrounding-
Ross is.
Mm.
But it's like you've never watched Bob Ross, and we know that. But you like the idea of Bob Ross. You like the idea of being someone who watched Bob Ross. You probably watched the Anthony Bourdain like eating In-N-Out burger video one time, and like you really love that, and like that's what you gripped onto. So now you dress as Anthony Bourdain for like Halloween, but no one even recognizes you because it's a bad costume. And he kind of looks. I'm just gonna say,
Has this happened? to
No.
you? Did you do this?
I would never dress as that, because he kind of looks like Epstein, and I think that's just too risky to dress up like that.
Anyway, the movie. What'd you think, Cody? Give your thoughts.
I like the holdovers though. Can we talk about
Holdovers is
holdovers? It's like adult peanuts.
Yeah, it's Dominic Sessa, the guy from The Holdovers.
And is he good in it?
He is good in it.
He's a great actor.
He's 23 years old, and that makes me really happy for him, but sad.
For yourself.
Yeah.
We're the same age as like Spielberg when he directed Jaws.
No way.
I think he was 27.
That's ass.
What are we? We're 26.
Something like that.
We'll be there. We'll be there in a year. I guarantee it.
Pop was my duel.
How's
I'll be
my
fine.
goat, Puss in Boots? How's Banderas?
He's awesome. He's really wholesome. He's
Okay.
really understated in this movie. But he holds a lot of the heart.
Good.
His relationship with
Bourdain.
Anthony Bourdain is the driving force of a lot of the movie.
Is it father son esque? But like through, is it like Treasure
it's
Planet?
more like a mentor.
Is it like Treasure Island where he like teaches him how to cook and he's actually
My
teaching him
only
how to be a
reference for
man?
Trevor Island.
Trevor Island.
Escape
New
from
GTA
Trevor
mod.
Island. My only baseline for that is the Muppets Treasure Island.
That's the one of the two best versions.
And so Kermit is the father figure, or
No,
Long John Silver is
Long
the
John
father?
Silver.
Okay.
By the way, let us know if you've ever been in a Long John Silver's, because I don't think I've ever seen a single car parked there. I think it's like a front for the mafia government. It's got to be like a bada bing.
The only
thing.
time I've heard of people going to it, they all had food poisoning after.
Jenny swears that like her dad's been, but I don't I don't believe it. I think it's been like,
If you've been to
Must
the
have
Long
been
John
thinking of
Silver's
Red Lobster
in
or something.
Muncie, Indiana, and have had a bad experience, let me know.
it sounds like like a lawyer.
Yeah.
Like if you've been to the
If
Long
you've been
John
in Muncie,
Silver's,
Indiana, I'm sorry.
you could be compensated.
But yeah, it's not like a run of the mill biopic. Because it's very like slice of life, very much like it has a start period and an end period.
Well, I heard that also wasn't like his life wasn't documented at that time, so it was just kind of like
no, they took
not
a
even
lot
based off
from
like a memoir, truly.
prefaces from some of his novels and experiences in the kitchens, because he's talked about Cape Cod or Provincetown.
Yeah, he's talking about things loosely, but
Mhm.
like they were just more inspired by the general of what happened.
Yeah, it's like slice of life, very like a very small amount of time and the scale of his life. It was a very formative experience. It steered him towards food and away from writing for a while and then back to writing. But yeah, the acting is great. My favorite part was Antonio Banderas, and then also Stavros is in this movie.
That's funny.
And it's just impossible not to like Stavros when I see him on screen. He's so he's just so funny to me.
Out of the 3 movies, which is your favorite?
And Oak Street, I think.
Which is your least favorite?
Tony.
Okay.
I will be watching Camp Miasma again. I think
I'm going to buy those 2 movies for sure.
Yeah, I'd definitely give Camp Miasma a buy, and then whenever they release the of the fall, from
whenever I'm on a plane, I'm sure Tony will be a good option.
Oh yeah, 100%. They're all these movies.
Sure.
That's actually not true. Camp Miasma is the longest one. It's 2 hours and some change, or it's just under 2 hours.
I think it's like 150.
It's like 148 or something.
Okay, so he had to cut me off by 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Is this like Price is Right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's 149 and 36 seconds.
There's a lot of vibes in Tony. There's a lot at the start. It's like, don't you want this? Don't you just want to run away from all of your problems and just chase after a girl that you, spoiler alert, don't end up with, and just have like this part of your life kind of go to shit for a while. But you're like living life and it's experience and that's awesome. And then it's like, no, this actually kind of sucks. But it's also
like Martin Scorsese movies.
Yeah.
Did you want to like have fun and go after the girl and then your life sucks?
Yeah, like After Hours.
That's Mean Streets right there. That's what that is.
But it's also pretty good at being like, this is how Anthony Bourdain was. Whether you love him or hate him, think he's an asshole or think he's relatable, this is how he was. You decide how you feel about him.
Those are also probably his most asshole years.
Yeah. I mean, he does
like
some pretty asinine
From what
shit.
I've seen in the
like,
show, he's like chilled out.
Yeah. This was like his first humbling in his life at a time where he really needed it. Yeah.
Any final thoughts on any of those 3 movies?
Go watch all of them.
Yeah, go watch the ones I've seen. They're baller.
Yeah, they're all a good time at the movies. They're all pretty relatively short. And just go support like movie is pretty indie, I'd say. Go support Patrick Fischler from Mulholland Drive.
Yeah, it's weird that like a mid-budget, like with Ewan McGregor and Anne Hathaway, is considered like it's not indie, but it's like
Warner Brothers.
It's not
and J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, but it's not like MCU.
No, and we need
more mid-budget.
Yes.
We need more just
for sure. If you're looking for something to see this weekend or whatever, and End of Oak Street is still there, like please do.
Yeah,
Please
2 hours
go.
to kill. That's a great way to
we
do
need
it.
We need more of those just fun, good midget. I mean, that's why we got so many. What? What?
Nothing.
We need more of those good, fun, mid-budget movies that are just like so reminiscent of the ones that we like love from the 80s and
Yeah.
90s.
And those kinds of movies can keep getting made because
Yeah.
this movie will be that for somebody at some point down the line.
Yeah. This will end up in a TikTok highlight reel for dad movie night, much like how Chuck Norris is now.
Once it hits max, you're going to see it in all of the 16-year-olds Letterboxd top fours. I bet you.
And they'll love it, as they should.
For sure.
But yeah. So definitely, yeah. Watch movies. Watch what you enjoy. Don't care about plot holes. Have fun.
Yeah. Just really
Not everything needs a reason or an answer.
buy into the movies
Yeah.
and just
Allow
give
yourself to be
over to the
manipulated.
moment. Yeah.
That's what it's for. You want to go into films, allowing yourself to be,
You have to have an open heart and open mind.
yeah, you got to be easily manipulated. All right, guys. Well, let us know what you think of this cool setup. And go watch some movies. And we will hopefully see you next week. Any socials y'all want to plug?
Keep supporting the Instagram. Keep giving us actor to actor connection
Yeah,
ideas.
give us recs of just anything.
Yeah.
We probably won't listen.
For sure. If you give us a Rex, we will shout you out.
That's true. That is true.
We will.
Shout out Marcus.
Marcus, we know you're not listening to this.
He's more of a short format kind of guy.
And you know what? That's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, go follow us on
Instagram.
pretty much on every social media.
TikTok,
YouTube,
Facebook.
Best Boys Film Club, BBFC.
Yeah, give us a rating on
Yeah.
Spotify. If you made it this far, ratings on Spotify and Apple Podcast seriously would mean the world to us, because I don't think we have a single rating, and it would just be amazing. So
Be the first. Whoever's the first.
Oliver's
Yeah,
off
we will
camera
get you
on
the-
his knees.
Also, shout out Austin for providing beer and
Yeah.
it's amazing. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
the love does not go unnoticed.
No, it's very noticed.
Awesome. Well, yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Go follow us on all socials and just let us know any recommendations you have, and we will see you guys next week.
Peace.